They have numbers and firepower, but they do not have our minds. They do not have courage like humans. The alien family prepared as well. Zyra and Callan assisted Olivia with the medical shields, setting up fields that could protect the wounded.
Leary held tightly to her mother, but she had learned some of the small skills the humans taught her, watching and understanding. As the sun rose, the first ships appeared in the sky, shining cold light across the forests and mountains. The enemy fleet moved with precision, sending smaller attack ships ahead to test the defenses. Liam raised his hand.
We do not run. We do not hide. We fight smart, and we fight together. The first wave attacked with speed.
Small energy blasts streaked through the air, striking trees and rocks. The humans and aliens responded immediately. Shields raised, traps activated, and the terrain itself became a weapon. Rocks rolled down slopes to block ships, and energy fields disguised as mist made it hard for the enemy to aim. Ethan piloted a small group of fighters, weaving through the attacking ships, drawing them into narrow canyons where they could not maneuver easily. Liam directed energy shields to protect the settlement, moving them quickly as blasts struck. Olivia and Zyra ran from group to group, reinforcing protective fields and treating minor injuries. Callan stood beside Liam, adjusting alien energy amplifiers that increased the shield's strength.
Your species, you fight without fear, but with thought. You think ahead. That is why you survive, he said.
The enemy underestimated the humans. They expected panic, confusion, and fear, but the humans were calm, organized, and unafraid. Every move was planned, every attack anticipated. The aliens contributed their technology, making energy barriers stronger and traps more effective. Leary, small but brave, guided a group of humans through narrow paths in the forest, warning of ambushes. Her eyes shone with determination, and even the older humans admired her courage. She had learned from them, and now she was part of the defense. Hours passed with intense fighting. The enemy fleet launched wave after wave of attacks, but the humans and aliens held strong. They used the environment, their combined knowledge, and clever strategies to stay ahead. Every time an enemy ship came close, it was trapped or forced to retreat.
Olivia approached Zyra as they reinforced a shield around a cluster of wounded. We can do this, she said firmly. We have done everything we could before, and we are stronger now. Zyra nodded, adjusting a small amplifier. I have never seen a species fight like this. On our world, only the strong survive. But you survive through courage, care, and thought. That is something different. Colin stood beside Liam. They will not understand you, he said. They will never know why you fight like this, but that is why you are strong. That is why you will win. The enemy commander realized they were not defeating the humans.
They regrouped, sending the largest ships forward to destroy the settlement. The humans and aliens knew this was the final wave.
Every person, every alien, and every bit of technology was ready. Liam raised his voice. This is it. We stand together. We fight for each other. We fight because no one else would. Today we show them what humans can do.
The battle reached its peak. Energy blasts lit the sky, shaking the forest and mountains. Humans and aliens moved as one. Liam directed shields and traps, Ethan piloted fighters, Olivia and Zyra tended the wounded, and Kalen used alien technology to reinforce every defense. Leary, small but brave, warned of attacks and guided others. The enemy ships were confused by the human strategy. They expected fear, but instead they faced coordination, courage, and clever thinking. No one helped the alien family other than the humans. The small human colony on the edge of explored space looked quiet under the dim glow of the twin suns. Liam Carter walked along the landing pads, checking the sensors and machinery for any sign of trouble. Space was dangerous even at the edge of the charts, and he knew one small mistake could destroy everything. "Everything looks fine here," he said to Olivia Hart, who followed him, her medical kit strapped to her shoulder. Olivia nodded, her eyes scanning the horizon. She had a feeling of unease she could not shake. "I don't like it," she said. "It feels too quiet."
almost like the calm before a storm. Ethan Miller, the pilot, landed his small shuttle nearby. Calm doesn't last in this part of space. Something always comes up. You two worry too much.
He smiled, though his fingers tapped nervously on the control panel. Just then the sensors beeped. A small ship appeared on the screens, drifting slowly. It was badly damaged, and strange energy readings made it clear that it was not human. The three of them stared at the display in silence.
Aliens,
Liam said quietly.
someone is out there.
The ship's hull was cracked, smoke drifting from multiple points. Lights flickered weakly, and a life signal blip appeared on the screen. There were 3 life forms aboard, all unlike anything the humans had ever seen. Their forms were thin, almost fragile, with long limbs and wide, round eyes.
They looked scared. Olivia's heart tightened. They are hurt. We have to help them. Ethan shook his head. Do we know what kind of aliens they are? Could they be dangerous?
They are clearly not attacking, Liam said.
We don't know them, but they are in trouble. We help, or they die.
The other human settlements in this part of space had a reputation for ignoring outsiders. Some humans were afraid of alien contact, while others traded only when it was safe.
It is about protecting, thinking, and standing with those who need us. Kalen nodded, his eyes shining. Your species, you are unique. You do not abandon the weak. You fight not for power, but for life. That is why you survive. That is why you are strong.
Olivia smiled at Leary. You have a home now. You will not be alone anymore. Leary hugged her, finally speaking a few words. Thank you, all of you. The alien family had found safety and hope. The humans had discovered something profound. Their compassion and courage could change the course of events, protect the helpless, and create bonds stronger than fear or violence. As night fell, the stars stretched endlessly above the hidden planet. The enemy was gone, at least for now, but humans and aliens had proven something larger than survival. They had proven that courage, unity, and kindness were the true strengths of a species.
Liam looked up at the sky. We do not know what comes next, he said. But whatever it is, we face it together. Humans fight, yes, but we also care. That is what makes us strong. The alien family stood beside the humans, their hands linked. For the first time in many years, they felt safe, valued, and free. They had discovered that even in a galaxy where no one else would help, humans would stand by them.
And in that quiet, star-filled night, humans and aliens alike understood something powerful. Courage was not just about facing enemies. It was about standing for those who could not stand for themselves. It was about hope, heart, and unity. The galaxy was wide and dangerous, but for humans and the alien family, it had become a place of possibility. Together, they had survived, and together, they would continue, no matter what came next.
The stars above glimmered like distant eyes, but below, on the hidden planet, the light of human courage shone bright, and nothing could extinguish it. They had won the battle, saved the alien family, and shown the universe that humanity was different. That even in the darkest corners of space, humans would stand, fight, and protect. Because helping others, even when no one else would, was their greatest strength.
Liam, Olivia, and Ethan were not like that. They believed in helping anyone in need.
They boarded their small rescue craft and headed toward the drifting alien ship. The closer they got, the more they saw the damage.
The outer hull was burned in places and pieces of metal floated away into space. Inside, the air was thin, and the life support system was barely working. When they opened the airlock, the aliens inside froze. They stared at the humans with wide eyes, making small sounds that could almost be understood as fear. Liam raised his hand slowly. "We are here to help," he said softly. One of the aliens moved forward cautiously. She was smaller than the others and seemed very young. Liam guessed she might be a child. She stepped closer to a larger alien who gently guided her back. The two adults looked weary, but there was a quiet dignity in them. Olivia floated in, carefully assessing the condition of the aliens. Their skin was pale and almost translucent. and their breathing was shallow. "They are weak," she said.
"We need to stabilize them immediately."
She worked quickly, applying portable oxygen masks and adjusting the energy fields to keep them alive. Liam and Ethan helped lift the fragile aliens onto stretchers. The small rescue craft was crowded, but there was no other option. As the humans worked, the aliens began to relax slightly. They could feel the humans meant no harm. They exchanged quiet sounds among themselves, their voices soft and melodic, almost musical. Liam felt a pang of sympathy. He could not imagine losing everything and being hunted across the stars. The journey back to the colony was tense. Every sensor scan showed that the enemy who had damaged the aliens before might be nearby. Liam kept the ship steady while Ethan piloted through asteroid fields and broken satellites to avoid detection. Olivia stayed close to the alien family, speaking softly and offering small gestures of comfort. "Do you think others will help them?" she asked quietly, looking at Liam.
"No," he said. "I've seen other species. They ignore the weak. We are the only ones who can do this."
Hours later, they reached the colony. The small settlement was simple but strong, with buildings designed to withstand harsh space conditions. Other humans came out to see the newcomers, curious and cautious. The aliens were placed in the medical bay, where Olivia could monitor them. Over the next few days, the humans learned more about the alien family. The young one was called Lyri. The adult male introduced himself as Kalen and the female as Zyra. They spoke slowly, their words strange and alien. But Liam and Olivia could understand enough through careful listening and gestures.
Their story was heartbreaking. Their world had been destroyed by a powerful alien faction that hunted them for generations.
They had fled through space, hoping to find safety, but every civilization they encountered had ignored them, considering them unimportant or weak.
Only humans had reached out.
Ethan shook his head in disbelief.
No one helped them?
"No one at all?" "No one," Kalen said softly. His voice trembled with the memory of loss.
"We were alone. Until you."
The colony tried to make them comfortable. The humans shared food and energy supplies, and even let the aliens explore small parts of the settlement. Liam noticed how Zyra watched the machines with curiosity, as if she wanted to understand them. Kalen spent most of his time talking quietly with Ethan, learning about human ships and navigation. But the humans knew danger was not far away. The enemy that had destroyed the alien homeworld could track them. Every day, sensor readings hinted at movement in nearby space. Liam called a meeting with Olivia and Ethan.
"We can't let them be alone," he said firmly. "We have to protect them."
Olivia nodded.
"I agree, but we need a plan. If they come here, the colony is not ready for a full attack."
Ethan leaned back in his chair. "We have to be clever.
We can't match their firepower, but humans are good at thinking differently. We can use that." Meanwhile, the aliens began to show small signs of trust and hope.
Lyri played quietly near the medical bay, watching human children from the colony. Zyra helped Olivia in minor ways, learning about human medicine and energy systems. Kalen worked with Liam, helping repair and strengthen the colony defenses. The bond grew slowly but surely. Humans and aliens shared small moments of humor, curiosity, and understanding. Even though the language was different, the emotions were clear. The humans realized that compassion was a universal language, stronger than fear or anger. One night, the colony's alarms blared. Sensors detected a large fleet entering the system. The hostile faction had found them. The humans moved quickly. Shields were activated, energy weapons readied, and escape routes planned. Liam's heart pounded as he looked at Callan and Zyra. "You have to stay calm," he said.
"We will protect you."
Kalen nodded, his wide eyes reflecting fear and trust at the same time. Lyri clung to her mother, trembling. Zyra's hands hovered over the human equipment, unsure but willing to help. The first attack came with silence and speed. Small ships from the enemy faction tried to pierce the colony's defenses. The humans worked together, improvising traps and using the environment to their advantage.
Ethan piloted through the asteroid fields, leading some attackers into collisions. Liam directed the colony's energy barriers, shielding both humans and aliens.
Olivia treated the injured quickly, moving from one wounded person to another. The aliens watched in awe. They had never seen such courage from a species so small and seemingly fragile. Every human risked their life to protect not only themselves but the alien family who were strangers to them. By the end of the first wave, the colony had survived, though some structures were damaged. The humans had proven that even in the darkest part of space, courage and compassion could make a difference. The alien family hugged their human friends, grateful and humbled. Kalen looked at Liam and spoke slowly. "Your people are different. No one else helped us. You were the first who did not look away." Liam shook his head. "We just did what anyone should do. We help when we can," Zyra added, her voice trembling. "We will never forget this. You saved us when no one else would." The humans smiled, though they knew the battle was not over. This was only the beginning. The enemy would return, stronger and more determined. But for now, the alien family had a safe place, and the humans had discovered something they had not expected, an unbreakable bond with beings from another world. In that quiet moment, under the twin suns of the remote colony, humans and aliens sat together, sharing warmth, hope, and trust. For the first time in a long while, the alien family felt safe. And for the humans, the realization grew clearer. Sometimes the greatest strength was in helping those who could not help themselves. Outside, the stars stretched endlessly. Somewhere among them, danger waited. But inside the small colony, humans had shown that even against the vast cold of space, courage, kindness, and heart could shine brighter than any weapon. And that was only the beginning. The alien family stayed in the colony for several days, recovering from their journey in the first attack. Lyri's small hands clung to her mother, Zyra, while Kalen quietly studied the human technology around him. The humans watched them with a mixture of curiosity and respect. They knew the danger had not passed, but they also understood that these fragile beings had nowhere else to turn. Liam Carter gathered Olivia and Ethan one morning. "We cannot stay here forever," he said. "The enemy will come back, and this colony is small. We have to move them to a safer place." Olivia nodded. "I know. But where?" "We are far from human space, and I don't want to put them at more risk." Ethan leaned on the console thinking. "There's an old route through the asteroid belt nearby." "It's dangerous, but it could hide us from scanners. If we pilot carefully, we can keep them safe." The alien family listened silently as the humans spoke. Callan tilted his head, showing understanding. Zyra nodded slightly, and Lyri's eyes widened at the mention of traveling again. She did not speak much, but her hands trembled with fear. The humans prepared the transport ship. It was small but fast, equipped with shields and energy fields that Liam had upgraded for extra protection. Olivia packed medical supplies while Ethan plotted a path through the asteroid belt. Kalen helped Liam adjust the ship's engines, showing surprising understanding of human mechanics. Zyra assisted Olivia, curious about human medicine and technology. When the ship was ready, the group boarded. Lyri stayed close to her mother, gripping her hand tightly. The engines hummed as the ship lifted from the colony and moved into space. The twin suns of the system glinted off the hull, making the small craft shine like a beacon of hope. The journey through the asteroid belt was tense. Giant rocks floated silently, each one capable of destroying the ship. Ethan piloted with skill, weaving through narrow gaps while Liam adjusted the shields to absorb smaller impacts. Olivia monitored the aliens, keeping Lyri calm and tending to minor injuries. "This is worse than anything I've flown before," Ethan muttered, eyes fixed on the viewports. Liam smiled faintly. "It's dangerous, yes, but humans are good at danger. That's why we survive." The aliens watched in awe. They had never seen beings so small and fragile act with such skill and confidence. Kalen whispered to Zyra, "They are not like the others. They do not run, they fight. But in a different way, with care." Hours passed, and the asteroid belt began to thin. The group breathed a little easier, though tension remained. Just as relief began to grow, the sensors beeped. A fleet had detected them. The enemy ships were approaching fast, tracking their path through the asteroids. Olivia's face went pale. They found us. They never give up. Ethan tightened his grip on the controls. We have to keep moving. Shields up. Evasive maneuvers ready. Liam spoke calmly but firmly. Listen to me. We cannot fight them directly. We have to be smart. Use the environment. Use the ships we have. We survive with brains, not just firepower. The enemy fleet fired first, small energy blasts streaking toward them. Ethan twisted the ship, dodging the attacks while Liam adjusted the shields to absorb the blasts. Olivia clutched Leary's hand, whispering comforting words. The young alien girl looked frightened but slowly began to trust the human's skill. Kalen watched silently. Your species, you are not like the others. You find ways to survive that are strange yet effective. Liam nodded. That is humans. We do not give up easily.
The chase continued for hours.
The humans used the asteroid belt as cover, hiding behind massive rocks and weaving through narrow gaps. The enemy fleet was powerful, but it struggled to follow the unpredictable human maneuvers. Every time the attackers fired, a small rock or shield deflected the blast, and the humans moved on unharmed. During a brief moment of calm, Olivia looked at Zyra. Do you understand how to use the medical kit in emergencies? She asked. Zyra nodded slowly. Yes, I learn quickly. I wish to help your people too. The bond between humans and aliens grew stronger. Leary began to smile at small jokes Ethan made, and Kalen shared stories of their homeworld with Liam, showing maps of stars and planets the humans had never seen. The aliens were fragile, yes, but their minds were sharp, and they had knowledge that humans could use. Finally, after a long, intense journey, they reached a hidden planet. It was covered in forests and mountains with few signs of intelligent life. The humans landed carefully, scanning for dangers. The planet's atmosphere was safe for both humans and aliens, and the area offered natural cover in case the enemy returned. Once on the ground, the aliens stepped out slowly. Leary ran a few steps and then stopped, looking around in wonder. Zyra and Kalen examined the plants and rocks, curious but cautious. Liam and Ethan secured the perimeter, while Olivia tended to minor injuries and checked the aliens' health. This is better, Liam said quietly. We have space, and they cannot see us easily. We can rest here. The aliens were grateful. Kalen looked at Liam. You risk your lives for us, and yet you do not ask for anything. Why? Liam shrugged. Because it is the right thing to do. Because no one else helped you. Zyra nodded. Your species is different. You protect even when it is dangerous. You do not leave the weak behind. For the next few days, humans and aliens settled into a routine. They built small shelters using a mix of human and alien technology. Olivia taught Zyra how to use medical supplies to heal minor injuries. Liam and Kalen repaired and improved energy systems that could hide their location from scanners. Ethan trained the aliens to pilot small crafts for emergencies. One evening, around a small fire, the humans and aliens shared stories. Liam spoke of Earth, of the struggles humans faced long ago, and of the hope that kept them moving forward. Kalen spoke of their destroyed world, of cities burned and skies darkened by enemy fire. Zyra told small stories of beauty and music that survived in memory. Leary listened quietly, absorbing everything, her small hands clasped together. It is strange, Colin said finally. Your species is weak in body, yet strong in mind and heart. You survive where others fail. You are extraordinary. Olivia smiled. We are not perfect. We make mistakes, but we do not leave those in need alone. Leary shyly looked up at Ethan. You protect us? She asked in broken words. Yes, little one, Ethan said, smiling.
We will not let anyone harm you while we are here.
Night fell, and the small group rested under the stars. The alien family slept close together, trusting the humans to keep them safe. The humans stayed alert, knowing the enemy could arrive at any time, but for the first time, everyone felt a sense of calm. The following morning, alarms beeped. Sensors detected a small scouting ship from the enemy faction. Liam and Ethan prepared for defense, but the aliens surprised them. Kalen had learned to manipulate the environment, using energy shields and camouflage technology to create traps. Zyra assisted Olivia in preparing emergency medical fields. When the enemy ship attacked, they were caught off guard. The humans and aliens worked together, using clever maneuvers and the hidden planet's terrain. Rocks were used to deflect attacks, energy fields disrupted sensors, and traps disabled the ship without destroying it. After the attack, the aliens expressed wonder.
We never imagined a species could fight like this, Callan said. We thought only the strong would survive.
But you are stronger in ways we did not understand. Liam smiled.
Strength is not only in weapons. It is in courage, in thinking, and in helping those who cannot help themselves. Days passed with more training and preparation.
The humans taught the aliens about human survival tactics, while the aliens shared their knowledge of energy fields and star navigation. The bond between them grew stronger. They were no longer strangers. They were a team united by trust and courage. One evening, as the twin moons of the hidden planet rose, Olivia looked at the alien family. You are safe here for now, but we cannot hide forever. We have to plan our next move. The enemy will not give up. Kalen nodded solemnly.
We trust you. We have nowhere else. You are our only hope. Liam looked at the stars, thinking of the challenges ahead. Then we will face them together. Humans do not abandon those in need. That is who we are.
And so, on that quiet planet, humans and aliens prepared for the future. They trained, they planned, and they learned from each other. Danger was still out there, but together they had become stronger. The humans had shown that even in the vast, cold universe, courage, kindness, and clever thinking could protect the weak and change the course of events. The alien family had found hope where there was none. And the humans had discovered that helping others, even those from another world, could bring out the very best in them. The stars shone above, endless and distant. Somewhere out there, the enemy waited. But the humans and their new allies were ready. They were no longer just a small colony on the edge of space. They were a family united by trust, courage, and the simple but powerful truth: no one would be left behind. The hidden planet was quiet in the morning, bathed in soft sunlight that filtered through thick forests. Humans and aliens moved carefully among the trees, strengthening their shelters and setting up small defenses. Even though the enemy fleet had retreated for now, everyone knew it was only a matter of time before they returned. Liam Carter walked beside Callan, discussing energy shields they had modified to cover the small settlement. We have to be ready for anything, Liam said. They will come back, and we need more than just speed and hiding. We need plans, traps, and teamwork. Kalen nodded, his long fingers tracing the circuits on the shield panel.
On our world, we never had this kind of cooperation.
Humans, you think differently. It is clever. Olivia Hart checked on Leary, who was sitting quietly by a small stream, her eyes following the movement of fish in the clear water.
The little alien girl had grown more confident in the human's presence, though she still clung to her mother, Zyra.
Olivia crouched beside her and smiled.
You are safe here, she said softly. We will not let anything happen to you. Leary nodded slowly, still too shy to speak much.
Her trust in the humans had grown, but fear lingered in her wide eyes. Zyra watched them from a distance, studying human behavior carefully. Your people, you protect, even when it is dangerous. You do not abandon the weak.
We have not seen this before, she said quietly to Olivia. Olivia smiled.
That is what humans do. We help when we can.
Meanwhile, Ethan Miller was surveying the skies from a small hilltop. His sharp eyes scanned for any signs of enemy ships, though the fleet was still far away.
"We are safe for now," he said when Liam joined him. "But the next time they come, they will try something bigger. They know we are here, and they will come prepared." Liam sighed. "Then we prepare too."
Humans are not just strong because of weapons. We think, we plan, and we use our minds.
We survive because we care, and because we work together. That is our strength.
Kalen watched him, curiosity shining in his eyes. You speak like a leader.
You inspire loyalty. On our world, leaders are obeyed out of fear. You earn respect. The days passed with careful routines.
Humans trained the aliens in basic survival and defense, while the aliens taught the humans how to use their technology for camouflage and energy efficiency. Zyra showed Olivia a small device that could create a protective field around injured people, while Kalen helped Liam improve the energy shields around the settlement. The bond between the two species grew stronger with each passing day. Leary laughed sometimes as Ethan taught her how to navigate small hovercrafts over streams. She was shy, but the humans' patience helped her confidence grow. One afternoon, a small group of humans from the colony approached, cautiously.
"We heard there were aliens here," one said.
"We want to help, but some of us are worried." "What if the enemy finds us?" Liam stepped forward. "You are welcome, but know this. If you are here, you protect them too."
"We do not abandon anyone. That is the rule."
The new arrivals nodded, understanding the seriousness. The colony slowly expanded, now including more humans willing to stand with the alien family. It was a small community, but it had heart, courage, and determination. Then, one evening, alarms sounded from the outer sensors. A fleet of enemy ships appeared in the distance, far larger than before. They moved with precision, ready for an all-out attack. The humans and aliens gathered quickly, knowing the battle was coming. Liam called a meeting.
"This will be harder than before. They are stronger and more organized. But we are not weak. Humans do not give up, and we will not abandon our friends. We fight together, using our minds, our courage, and the bonds we have built." Olivia looked at Zyra and Kalen. "We have taught each other, learned from each other. That is our advantage. We can use things they will not expect."
Ethan tapped the map of the planet.
"We can use the terrain, mountains, forests, and rivers.
We set traps, lure them into ambushes. We cannot fight them head-on, but we can be smart." The aliens listened carefully, their eyes wide with understanding. Leary hid behind her mother, peeking at the humans with trust.
Kalen whispered. "Your species, you are unpredictable. That is your strength. You survive because you do not follow rules like others." Night fell and the fleet drew closer. Lights from distant ships glimmered on the horizon, and the first attack began with small strikes aimed at the outer perimeter. Humans and aliens moved as one. Liam directed energy shields to absorb the blasts, while Ethan guided small groups to flank attackers using the terrain. Olivia and Zyra treated the wounded and maintained protective fields. Callan watched the humans carefully. "They fight without anger. They fight with thought and care. That is strange, but effective. The enemy made mistakes. They underestimated the humans' ability to adapt and improvise." Rocks were used as cover and weapons. Energy fields were deployed in unexpected ways, and traps disguised as natural terrain disabled many ships. The humans' clever thinking kept the enemy at bay, while the aliens contributed their knowledge of energy manipulation, further strengthening the defenses. Hours passed, and the battle grew intense. The small colony faced overwhelming force, but humans and aliens did not give up. Every strike was carefully calculated, every movement deliberate. Even the young Leary helped in small ways, guiding humans through narrow paths and warning of potential hazards she noticed. By dawn, the enemy was forced to retreat, unable to break through the defenses.
The humans and aliens had survived another attack, proving that courage and teamwork could overcome even a more powerful force. Kalen approached Liam, his long fingers brushing the shield controls.
Your people, you do not just fight. You protect. You think. You care. That is why you are strong. Others are strong in weapons, but you are strong in ways they cannot understand. Liam nodded. Strength is not only about force. It is about heart, courage, and helping others when no one else will. That is who we are. The aftermath of the battle left the colony damaged but intact. Humans and aliens worked together to repair structures, tending to wounded and restoring defenses. Zyra helped Olivia with healing, while Callan and Liam rebuilt energy systems. Leary ran between groups, laughing softly, a small sign of hope in the quiet morning. As the sun rose, Liam gathered the group. We survived because we worked together. We are stronger because we care. But this is only the beginning. The enemy will come again. We must continue to learn, to adapt, and to protect each other. Olivia smiled at the alien family. You are safe here, for now. But more than that, we have shown each other that trust and courage can create something stronger than fear, Ethan added. And we are not alone. Together, humans and aliens can face anything. The alien family looked at the humans with gratitude. Kalen spoke slowly, his voice filled with emotion. We have lost much, but here we have found hope. Your people, you are different. You are not like the others. You care, even when it is dangerous. We will never forget this. Leary stepped forward, shyly holding Olivia's hand.
Thank you, she whispered.
Her voice was small, but her meaning was clear. Zyra placed a hand on Liam's shoulder. We trust you. You are our family now. We will stand with you as you stand with us. The bond between humans and aliens was no longer new. It was strong, tested by danger, and strengthened by trust. They had survived attacks, learned from each other, and found courage together. But even as they rested, the humans knew the greatest challenge was still ahead. The enemy would not give up. The fleet would return, stronger and smarter. The survival of the alien family and the small human colony depended on their next decisions, their courage, and their unity. Night fell again, and the stars stretched across the sky. The humans and aliens sat together, planning, learning, and trusting each other. The enemy might be powerful, but they had never faced humans who could think, care, and fight as one. In the quiet of the hidden planet, the humans realized something important. Their strength was not in weapons, speed, or size. It was in their heart. Their willingness to protect those in need, even when no one else would, made them formidable. The alien family had found safety, and the humans had discovered the true meaning of courage and hope. The stars shone cold and distant above, but below, on the hidden planet, light of a different kind burned bright. It was the light of unity, compassion, and bravery, and it was a light that would guide them through the challenges yet to come. The hidden planet was quiet in the early morning, but the humans and aliens knew it was only temporary. Scouts reported that the enemy fleet was returning, far larger and more organized than before. Liam Carter gathered the group near the largest shelter, looking at their exhausted but determined faces. This is it, he said. They have come back stronger, but we are ready. We have learned from every attack, and we have each other. Humans do not abandon anyone, and today we will prove it again. Olivia Hart placed her hand on Leary's shoulder. You are safe with us, she said softly. We fight for you, and we fight together. Kalen and Zyra nodded. We trust you, Kalen said. We have nowhere else.
Today, we stand together.
Ethan Miller checked the ships and energy shields one last time. They will try everything.
Every attempt to destroy the settlement was blocked, every attack redirected or trapped. Hours passed, and the enemy began to retreat. Their losses were high, their ships damaged, and their strategy failing. The humans and aliens had not only survived, they had turned the battle in their favor. Liam looked at the retreating ships, breathing heavily.
They will not bother us again for a long time. We did it together.
Olivia hugged Illyri tightly.
You were brave, she said. We could not have done it without you. Zyra and Kalen approached Liam and Ethan.
Your species, you are extraordinary, Kalen said. You protect the weak when no one else will. You fight with mind, courage, and heart. We will never forget this.
Liam shook his head.
We just do what we believe is right.
Humans help others even when it is dangerous. That is all.
The alien family looked around at the humans who had risked everything for them. Their hearts were full of gratitude and hope. They had lost so much in the galaxy, but here they had found protection, friendship, and a new family. Days later, the settlement repaired itself.
Humans and aliens worked side by side, improving defenses, tending to the land, and sharing knowledge. Lyri played with other children, learning, laughing, and feeling safe for the first time in her life. Zyra and Kalen studied human methods and shared their own technology, creating tools that no single species could have invented alone. The humans of the colony reflected on the battles. They had faced overwhelming force, yet their compassion, courage, and intelligence had kept them alive. They had proven that helping others, even those from a different species, could be their greatest strength. One evening, as the twin moons rose over the forests, Liam stood with Olivia, Ethan, and the alien family. "We have faced danger together," he said.
We have shown that courage is not just about fighting.